Woo! I'm Sister Miller with Singing Times Ideas that go along with the Come Follow Me lesson, and this week we were talking about the second coming and how Paul said that in the last days perilous times shall come. So before Christ comes, there's going to be hard times. So that's what our lesson was about today. So I started off with first teaching when he comes again. And I first went over the words with the flip chart with the kids, and we sang like this one, and then we sang this one, and then we sang it, both of them, and then we sang this one, and then we sang both of these. So I did go through it slowly, doing the words, and then we sang it all the way through, and once we had it all the way through, I let the kids pull out their ribbon ones. I do love ribbon ones. If I were to do this again, I think I would have gone with 3-foot ribbon ones instead of 6, because the 6 tend to get tied in knots easily, and sometimes the kids end up like that around their arms. So just for future reference, if you decide to buy these. You could have also done the same with scarves if you wanted to use scarves instead, or even little pieces of tissue. But this is how I did the actions. I wonder, so we point to our head, I wonder when he comes again. Will herald angels sing? So you just kind of do that figure 8 like you're leading the choir. Will earth, so I do earth, will earth be white with drifted snow? We have the snow come down. Or will the world know spring and we have things grow up? I wonder, so again, point your head, I wonder if one star will shine. So we point at the star, far brighter than the rest. We show all the stars. And every time we say day or daylight or daytime, we always do the sun coming up. So we go down to the floor and we do the sun going all the way until it goes down. Will daylight stay the whole night through? And then songbirds, will songbirds leave their nest? Just wiggle, wiggle, wiggle like songbirds flying away. Then our last part is not I wonder, but it's I'm sure. I don't know what the weather will be like when he comes, but I do know that he will care about the children when he comes. I'm sure he'll call his little ones together around his knee. I just go back and forth down on the floor by my knees, together around his knees, because he said in days gone by, suffer them to come. And then we just do backward circles like waving, come to me. I would just stop there with junior primary. With senior primary, I decided to go on, and this one is, I wonder when he comes again, will I be ready there to look upon his loving face? And so when we do look or see, we're kind of like looking through a window or a telescope to look upon his loving face and join with him in prayer. We just come straight down. Each day I'll try to do his will and let my light so shine like the stars we did before, that others seeing me, they're seeing me through a window, that others seeing me may seek for greater light divine. Then when that blessed day is here, he'll love me and he'll say, and this one we're just circling ourselves, he's gonna love me and he'll say, you've served me well, my little child. And just like the last verse, come. He's always saying come into my arms to stay. So that's the actions we did with the ribbon ones. It was fun, and make sure when you do the ribbon ones, you always give an explanation first of, we're going to do ribbon ones, and this is a privilege. So everybody needs to be doing the actions, otherwise you'll lose your privilege. Please be careful with the ribbon ones. You know, it's good to give them instruction beforehand so they prep their mind how they're going to act with their ribbon ones. And we had no problems today. So after we learned our song, then I told them, we have been told to physically prepare for when Jesus comes again, because just like Paul said, perilous times shall come. So let's see what our leaders have told us to prepare. And I bring out this cereal box. Food. They've told us to store food because maybe there'll be famines and we won't be able to get food easily. But for every physical thing you do to prepare, you should also be preparing spiritually. So inside my box, I have all these different ways we can prepare spiritually. So this one was church. So going to church will prepare us spiritually for the second coming. And so we sang, I belong to the Church of Jesus Christ. They've told us to have water, a storage of water. But with every physical preparation we need to have a spiritual preparation as well. go to the temple or prepare to go to the temple. So we sing, I love to see the temple. Our leaders have told us to have a savings. This is a little piggy bank. Not candy, a savings. So we should have some money in case maybe the economy has a hard time or you lose your job. But we should also prepare spiritually by reading our scriptures. So we did the 8th article of faith with this one. We have also been told to be as healthy as we can physically. So I brought this weight and I just taped the paper there. We should also be physically prepared by exercising our prayer muscles. We sang a child's prayer. And last of all, we should be preparing physically by being emotionally healthy. So we should be able to, when we go through hard times, be able to say, everything's going to be okay. I can trust in the Lord. So for this one, our spiritual preparedness was choose the right. Because if we choose the right way, then we'll be happy. And also for junior primary, I did If You Chance to Meet a Frown. So I love this lesson because I really felt like I had the kids' attention. They were very interested in knowing how to physically prepare and then also spiritually prepare. And I hope they start thinking a little bit how they want to prepare for when the Savior comes again. We'll see you next week.